Imagine pediatricians are being dinged by the insurance companies, and what that means is if they don't sell a certain number of vaccines, they don't get a certain bonus from the insurance companies, and they could potentially be dropped from the insurance companies.
Mary?
Steve, so this is a terrible story. She's developed 3 autoimmune conditions. There's real science out there, as Dr. Palevsky points out. And you might be asking, if you're watching, well, why doesn't she sue? Why doesn't she sue Merck for that? And the answer is that vaccines are treated completely differently than drugs. And people need to bear this in mind. They are basically liability-free products. For her to be able to sue Merck today, she would have had to have filed a lawsuit in the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program within 3 years. She probably didn't even figure out that she had a vaccine injury within 3 years. She would not be able now to go ahead and sue Merck. So she's out of luck. And guess what? The vast majority of people who suffer vaccine injury are in exactly the same position as Danielle. They don't figure it out until the statute of limitations is run, and then it's over. And I also want to make one other point. She probably got Gardasil. Gardasil at the time was 3 doses. Today, boys and girls are being recommended and maybe mandated to get Gardasil 9. Gardasil 9, that had 4 types of HPV. Gardasil 9 has 9 types of HPV. And in order to make that effective, they had to virtually double the amount of aluminum in the vaccine. And this is supposed to be helpful for boys to prevent particular genital cancers and warts.
Anal cancer.
The anal cancer and penile cancer and warts, genital warts. The bottom line is the Gardasil 9 vaccine, which is what what we're talking about today, is even more dangerous than what Danielle and Catherine got.
And the irony of this, one of many, is that what happens to viruses when you try to go against them with a vaccine is they will often mutate. And there are over 100 known human papillomaviruses. We're using a vaccine against 9 of them. And what happens is the other 100 plus 9 that are still not getting attacked will often mutate along with the ones that we're vaccinating against, raising the potential for other human papillomaviruses to become more dangerous and more potent than they were previously.